rejoice as though heaven had lost. But then Jesus arose with our freedom in hand. That's when death was arrested and my life began. Oh, your grace, oh, free, washes over me. You have made me new, now life begins with you. It's your endless love pouring out on us. You have made me new, now life begins with you. We're free, free, forever we're free. Come join the song of all the raging. Yes, we're free, free, forever, amen. When death was arrested and my life began. Oh, we're free, free, forever we're free. Come join the song of all the raging. Yes, we're free, free, forever, amen. When death was arrested and my life began. When death was arrested and my life began. That's when death was arrested and my life began. Oh, 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 You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears are gone, and I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. Let's sing that one more time. But I'm no longer a slave to sin. I'm no longer a slave to sin. I am a child of God. No, we're not. We're no longer slaves. I'm no longer a slave to sin. I am a child of God. One more time. I'm no longer a slave to sin. I am a child of God. No longer slaves. I'm no longer a slave to sin. I am a child of God.
We're going to do a prayer of release again, so open your hands up. I don't know what the day was like for you. I don't know if it was happy, joyful, sad, maybe you were scared of guns going off. But I don't know what your distraction you're bringing into tonight. I'm going to let you sit and ask God what that distraction is, and you, when you're ready to release it. We've been doing this all weekend. So when you're ready to let go of the distraction that will keep you from entering His presence tonight, drop it. Release it to God. God, we release anything that would keep us from you. We release anything that would keep us from your presence and entering it tonight. God, we receive all that you have for us. We choose to enter into your presence. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank the band one more time. And Mark, to remind us, he's wearing a Christmas shirt before Thanksgiving.
Alright, so this morning we talked about what it means to be brothers to each other, what it means for us to become beloved brothers, but the story of John doesn't really stop there. That's how John defines himself for you guys. That's how he saw himself with Jesus. He sees himself as like a brother to Jesus, but then also when he writes to the churches that he's writing to, he sees them as his brothers. So he sees them as his brothers, but tomorrow we're going to see that some of them he also sees as children. And so between tonight and tomorrow, those are two things we're going to be looking at, is that he sees them as brothers, and as brothers he doesn't see himself as better than anyone in the churches that he is writing to. Even though John, if anyone has a reason to think that they're better than people, like that's how Paul puts it a lot of times, if anyone has a reason to think they're better than someone, probably John and Paul have reason to think they're better than someone else in the church. And neither of them take that opportunity. Neither of them take the opportunity to say, well, you know what, I'm a better Christian than you. That's not what they do. Instead, they come alongside you like an older brother, and they say, let me show you what this is like. Let me show you what it's like to be in the family of God. I was going to tell this story tomorrow. Never mind, I'll tell tomorrow. Make sure you're here. This morning we talked about partnering with each other. Sometimes the ADHD gets you, you know. This morning we talked about partnership and how it's necessary for us to partner together if we're going to experience partnership with God. Right? And so then my question as I finished that sermon and I was starting to work on the next one, sometimes I do things in a line and sometimes I don't, but this one I did, was how does the family of God thrive? So that's how we become the family of God. That's what the family of God is supposed to look like. And one of the ways is that we do love each other. But I think an answer that John gives us is that the family of God thrives when each member of the family engages in service of the other members. The family of God thrives when each member of the family engages in service to the other members. And I think one of the interesting things about John and Paul is, as I said, they don't see themselves as greater. Instead, John, in the book of Acts, and Revelation, and Galatians, along with Paul, he's called sometimes an apostle, sometimes a pillar of the church. So that's pretty important. The apostle Paul says that John was called a pillar of the church. It was him, James, and Peter. Those are the important guys. Those are the guys that if you want something done in the church, you've got to talk to James or Peter or John. Like, important stuff goes through them. They're the pillars. But John refers to himself in Revelation 1 as a servant. John refers to himself with you and with the people he's writing to in the book of Revelation as a servant with you. He's a servant with you. When the apostles look at their ministry, they always see it as service.